It's about sending a message. Everything burns.
Hello, my name is Matt Max, and in this video I'll be talking about the whole GameStop situation, the war on Wall Street that's happening right now. Now, if you don't know by any chance what's transpired and happened in the past few days, I'll fill you in real quick. But basically, this situation has taken over the news cycle of the past, I'd say, 2 days so far. And I'll be talking about it in this video, but the magnitude of this fucking situation, I cannot stress enough. I'll show you how, but I can't fucking stress it enough. It's like, holy shit, like, you want to watch this. So this whole global GameStop phenomenon completely has spawned due to a Redditor who had posted saying he was investing, I think, hundreds to thousands into GameStop, as GameStop is losing the game selling war of the past few years or whatever, just to digital. They've just been the blatant losers to it, right? Especially in a pandemic, they're getting less and less business because digitally buying games is in every single way better. Now, this guy's kind of a madman, maybe a bit of a crazy genius. He keeps investing thousands and thousands into GameStop as he's just losing thousands and thousands as the revenue is going under. It's just fucking plummeting, right? But he somehow, I think, using Reddit, and I don't fucking, like, everyone who's using Robinhood is on it now, too. Everyone's on this fucking train now. He somehow got everyone to be off of Wall Street Bets, to be investing, and even people not on it or whatever, but the subreddit for Wall Street Bets has gotten millions and millions of users over the past few days. When I just checked it today, it had over 1 million people currently online on the subreddit, and it just hit 5 million total users on the subreddit. And you might be thinking up to this point, okay, so what's wrong with this? They're just making money. They're just saving GameStop from the possible bankruptcy of them losing to digital. I mean, maybe they just like video games. What could this possibly entail at all for a war on Wall Street like I speak of? Well, here's the thing. There are billionaires and people on Wall Street, people in the stock market and stuff like that, right, who make profits by what are called wedge funds and being what are called short sellers. They will take a company, invest in it while it is on the the brink of collapse or whatever, as the stocks for it are going down, right, as it is costing less money, maybe buy the company or invest in the company or whatever as it gets resold or some shit like that, right? So they can then make a profit off of the company failing, which, you know, kind of shitty. It's kind of the opposite of the concept of investing, but it's perfectly legal, just as investing into GameStop is perfectly legal. In the concept of the free market and free trade and all of this stuff we're told about in America, correlating to the stock market, it is perfectly fine. All of this stuff is perfectly fine. But see, the more that they would invest into GameStop, the more that the hedge funds that were already set up by these billionaires will go down and down and down, and they'll just be more in depth than they were. They'll just lose money rather than, you know, gain any. They can't make a profit if they can't buy the company because it outdoes what they had originally put in for a hedge fund. So now these billionaires might be in fucking massive debt or whatever. You know, their stock went way fucking down from what they thought it would be into GameStop. So the more that is basically put into GameStop, and we've already had millions put into it, right? They've been totally saved from the brink of bankruptcy that they were originally on. Now, the more that fucking GameStop, the more that GameStop gains from it, the less that these hedge fund leeches of the whole stock industry and shit like that, the more they suffer, the more money they lose for it or whatever. As it rises, they fucking lower, you know? And the more people that notice, the more investments that were made. And this especially hit a surge point when Elon the other day tweeted the Wall Street Bets thing with I think stonks or some shit like that, because he's Elon. He has to do fucking Twitter memes while being the richest man in all of existence or whatever the fuck. And speaking of Elon, he has also become the richest man in the world, and most of his wealth is made up by, guess what, the fucking investments into companies he has, like Tesla. The entire concept of hedge funds and stuff like that, though, Elon Musk is against, because he's a fucking CEO. He doesn't like people betting on businesses going under when he owns businesses, right? That he wouldn't like people betting on fucking Tesla going under and all that, which it isn't going under anytime soon, but you get my point. And another way to like sort of put this in perspective in like YouTube's like a YouTube layman's terms, is take for example someone recently canceled like Call Me Carson or whatever, and say, would you bet, I think I have an idea, but would you rather bet on, after he's been canceled for his whole drama a few weeks ago, that his subscribers will fucking go up or go down? If you were betting he would go down because of the recent events, in light of the recent events, then that's essentially what a hedge fund is, only you bet that, through money and everything, and through a company instead of a YouTuber. And so how do we think, class, okay, that the corporate elites have reacted to their money going under when they put in hedge funds for these companies? And it's extended from just GameStop now, right? They're doing it to other companies. I think some people are doing it for like Nokia. I think some people are doing it for AMC. There's that one I also saw, or whatever. I forget what it is, but what do you think? Which are also companies who, like, their whole intention is to raise the investment so that people who were putting in hedge funds were fucking, would get fucked by it. So how do you think the corporate elites reacted to this, class? Okay, anyone got an idea? Okay, Jimmy. They cried to the referee. Yep, they cried to the referee, just like fucking a kid who loses in baseball or some shit like that. A kid who loses in fucking sports, a sore loser ass, like a fucking Trump supporter after 2020, after the election, right? They just cry that the system's rigged because they finally lost. It's fucking ridiculous. I mean, it's insanity to me. Now, but the effects of this or whatever, it's not just them crying about it, right, on TV and all of that. It's not just them crying about it, right? It's also been taken the step further by Robinhood, which, by the way, I don't know if I've mentioned that yet, but Robinhood is the app which lets you do investing and stuff like that after you just make an account, put a fucking bank account in, skadoosh, you got it. But through Robinhood, it has now this has become such a massive story that, as of me recording this, the recent news is that they took off investing and only made it to sell for companies like GameStop being the prime example. And it's fucking insane. That for one, Robinhood would even do this, but for two, that now the free market it is bad because it doesn't benefit them or whatever, because they finally lost in it. They finally took the game, like, the stock market is like a casino or whatever. I've seen that comparison before and stuff too. And when they finally lose, they can't take it, so then they are trying to shut down the casino or whatever. Now they're kicking out the people who won against them, like, it's fucking insanity, dude. I mean, I hope there's more developments to this situation, to this story. If there are, I will cover them. I don't see them permanently having the investing feature gone from fucking GameStop. I mean, come on, dude. That's just so fucking weak. Like, everyone's making their money's worth on it, right? And then Robinhood has to come in here and just be, like, fucking stupid like that. I'm pretty damn sure they're losing money as well from that. But like, how are they gonna? I mean, how do they stop it now? Whatever, the fucking surge has already been so big and everything, right? I mean, the money, yes, eventually the money, unless they unless the rebellion and stuff like that, unless the free marketers are just keep fucking investing in all of that or whatever, and just don't let the stock die out, don't let the flame die out, right? Unless that keeps going on, I think that eventually it's going to go down, right? But I don't know how they reverse this or fix the market or whatever. I mean, like Robinhood just had to do. I think the only way to do it, now that people have found this like exploit, right? Now that this feature not even has been abused, but just overused, has just been utilized to say. I think now that that has happened, that they are going to fucking search for like a way to shut down that stock, to somehow make sure that this never happens again. It's so fucking insane though. Yeah, anyways, if there's any developments in this story, I'll cover it. I realized I kind of went like off topic, maybe a little ranty in the last like few minutes of this video, but I don't know if you learned anything from this or agreed with what I said. Invest, invest in, when it is back up. Invest in GameStop. Invest in some other companies too, or whatever they're saying is the newest one. Because fuck the corporate elites. I think it's hilarious that they are being fucked by the general American public, by the free market. They are finally being fucked by it. It feels good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm loving this. But anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. I might cover this again if there's any new developments, anything like that. Maybe, maybe I'll make a follow-up video if it's needed. But like and subscribe and comment, please. It'll help me with the algorithm if you comment. Just comment fucking about the situation or anything like that. I'll read all the comments as well. Stay tuned for the next video. And real quick, I'm gonna give my prediction. I predict this situation will only grow, and I'll have to make up a follow-up video. But if it doesn't, then I just predict that this trend dies out and that the GameStop stock just fucking pummels, or maybe people take out investments. Maybe the stock market finds some way to fuck it over. I don't know. I think this whole situation, though, in my own opinion, in summary, is that this has only confirmed what we all thought was going on and stuff. It confirmed everything we thought was true, fully to being the reality of the free market, and that they only want it to benefit corporations. But yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Like, subscribe. Peace.